Hey everybody, this is Glidercat and it's time to play. Today we're going to start a new short Let's Play series on a game called Black Forest. Now this is currently available free to play on Steam. I don't know how long that's going to last, but the game's in early access. You can see here on the left it says not all features, visuals, and sound effects are completed. Not all levels are available, and it is not yet completely published or polished or balanced. So we're going to just jump right in with the tutorial scenario here. I'll click play game. I'm going to go story mode here, but you can see there is a sandbox and then there's some free play options here. And I'm going to delete my save game. So I actually played this for a few hours yesterday, actually, as I record this. Let's go ahead and click Children's Tale. It says the yearly harvest festival is the high point of life in Schramberg. In this small story, you guide the village through the festival days and its aftermath, and also learn how to play Black Forest while doing so. Complete all story points to win. All right, we're going to jump in. I'll just warn you ahead of time that this is kind of like a tutorial scenario. And there's a fair amount of reading, fair amount of text here. Now, I think it's really useful, but if you don't like watching YouTubers read, then you might not like the early parts of this series. But we'll just dive in. We'll see how it goes. It is it's very good tutorial, actually. Walks you through everything you need to know. Okay, Agnes, good morning. Hugard, good morning, Agnes. How are you today? Brilliant. I'm so excited about the Harvest Festival. Right. Well, off I must to check on my field. Wait, Hugard. We must speak about the festival. How else can the player in front of the screen know what to expect these days? Who? Ah, forget it. It's called the fourth wall break, but you wouldn't know what that is. Hugard, hey. I know about broken walls. You patch them up with some mud and straw, and then Agnes does a facepalm. And Agnes asks, do you want a quick overview of the basic controls? I'm going to skip these just in the interest of time. It's your normal kind of thing. This is not my first game, so please, no more tutorials. Let's just do no, I'm familiar with them. And then we'll continue. Okay, wonderful. Back to you, Hugard. Whom were you speaking to? Agnes, not important. Now about that Harvest Festival, Hugard. Yes, we want to celebrate. That means lots of food and drink and dancing into the night. Agnes, so we need to harvest our fields and collect the food? Hugard, that won't be enough. We will need more fields or maybe some more animal pens. We can also send people into the forest to go gather food there. Agnes, let's talk about building and gathering. Okay, then it says, explain how to build more fields and animal pens. Explain gathering. I'm just going to skip these in the interest of time. We're going to see this in action, and it's fairly straightforward, pretty intuitive. All right, keep in mind that your building options are limited now because we want to focus on the Harvest Festival. Once that is done, more building options will open up. Agnes, how much food will we need, Hugard? Hugard, about 200. Agnes, I've set that as the story point, so you can look it up. Go now and build and gather. Oh, don't you know about the day and night and about the changing the game speed? So you can see in the top right, they just gave us a quest to store 200 food before day 10. We're obviously on day 1 and the game's paused. So I'm going to skip past this to avoid more text. This is just more game mechanics, explaining that we can increase and decrease the speed of the game. Let's see. Do you know? Yes, I do. Go on. Okay. Okay, let's go. Collect 200 food before the Harvest Festival begins in the evening of day 10. After all, we can't have a festival without a feast. Okay, we'll hit continue. Okay, that's it for a bunch of the text. That wasn't too painful. I skipped through, most of the controls on how to move around, move the screen around. It's pretty straightforward. All right, let's jump in. We're on normal speed. I'm going to slow down to slowest because that's just how I play. Just how I roll. Let's see what this little hand is telling us. We've got a well here. It's in good condition. And we can assign 3 people to it, and currently no one's assigned. I'm going to go ahead and assign 1 peasant to that. I just clicked on it and selected it. And then they mentioned we need to collect... Actually, I'm going to pause here while I explain some of this. We need to store 200 food before day 10. We can see our current supplies here in the bottom right. We've got 120 food. We've got 40 wood, 5 stone, and 5 metal, as you can see. Now, our villagers, if you look at the very bottom, our peasants here, we have 34 peasants in our town or in our village here. And then we've only got one peasant that's been assigned to do something. And sorry, the screen moves as I go down here. And that's because we just assigned someone to work at this well. So let's look at what our village has going on here. We've got a wheat field. It says it's in good condition. It's growing, but it's too wet. And then there's nothing really to harvest yet. It's not damaged, so we can't repair it. And there's nothing to harvest yet. What else do we have over here? Got a cabbage field, kind of same thing, still growing. We've got a carrot field, same thing, still growing. It's in good shape. We have some little houses here, a hovel that we could repair if it gets damaged. It's in good shape. Here's a hut, which looks like maybe a step up from a hovel. Tells us it's the home of the Bayan family. And we've got some more homes. We saw the well. What do we got over here? Okay, we've got chicken pen. There's no eggs to collect. Everything's good. Can't do anything about that. Or nothing, no work to do. Looks like we've got a little graveyard here. I don't see any way to interact with that. And then what do we have over here? We've got goats with no milk. So there's nothing really for us to process yet. We look at the map. It kind of stops. This is where the boundaries are. You can see we've got just a small little area, at least in this scenario, to do our village building and survival. But this game is more, I think, more about surviving external threats than it is about really growing and expanding fast. So we'll see some of that as we play. Down here at the bottom toolbar, we've got things we can build. Defenses, houses, common buildings, workshops, animals, fields. We've got some decorations, and we've got this kind of non-building item here, which is gathering. We're going to jump on that right now. It says peasants can enter the forest during the day to gather resources. Gathering takes 4 to 6 hours, at most until sunset. So at sunset, everybody comes in. More time means more resources gathered. A watchtower slightly increases the amount of resources gathered, so we'll have to keep that in mind. We can maybe build a watchtower later on. So here I can send peasants off to gather fruits, collect wood, gather stones, or mine metal ore, but it looks like that's locked behind some kind of building that I don't have yet. So let's see. We've got 34 peasants alive. And we need to gather food. We know that. I'm going to send 6 peasants off to gather food. So now 7 have been assigned to tasks. 6 to gather wood. I'm going to do 3 to gather stone. And then I'm going to close this. So now I've got what? Another, what is that? 18 peasants I can assign. They mentioned we're going to need to build more animal farms and things. Let's do it. Let's get a field down. I'll click on fields. We've got a few options. Wheat, cabbage, carrots, and onions. Looks like this onion is not going to be available in this scenario. It says building not available on this map. Let's do a wheat field, and let's pop it down over here. Kind of R and T, they're showing us how to rotate it. Put this maybe right there. That's going to chew up some more workers to get that built. We didn't look at this thing here. This is the maypole. It's just part of the scenario, the festival that we're working towards. I don't think there's much for us to interact with on that just yet. I'm going to go ahead and set the speed to slowest, and we should start seeing our workers come out of their homes and do their thing. A bunch are going to go into the fields to gather that wood, stone, and food that we mentioned. And then we've got some workers here building this field. Let's do an animal pen as well. See what our choices are. We've got a chicken pen. Produces eggs and meat, needs maintenance and collecting every few days. We've got a rabbit pen, and we've got a goat pen, and then we've got a cow pen, which looks like we need to unlock that somehow. And a fishery that's not available on this map. That's not too surprising because I don't see any water out here. Let's do, how about a rabbit pen? Maybe over this way. I'm not sure if the gate needs to be oriented a certain way or not. I'm just going to pop it right here. Boom. Okay, that puts a couple more peasants to work. I know we're going to need a lot of food just from my last playthrough. Let's do another chicken pen. We'll put it over by this one. Boom. That takes up a couple more workers. We still have a few left, 8. We want to keep everybody working pretty much all the time. And then a goat pen. I'm going to put another goat pen. This time I'm going to put it over this way. See if I can nudge that guy in there. Boom. And then what do we got? 4 more peasants available. How about 1 more wheat field? Again, our whole goal of this scenario is to get a lot of food. And these peasants are actually pretty hungry. So that food level that we see now in storage in the bottom right, that's going to probably go down before it goes up. See if I can nestle this guy in here somewhere. Now we're going to need to defend our little town here against creatures in the forest. And we'll be seeing that soon. Okay, I've got everybody assigned, so now I can speed up the clock here. And we'll keep an eye on the bar here at the bottom, because we want to keep everybody working as best we can. We can see here a bunch of people making fields for us. We've got 1 person working the well. We may need to build another one. Okay, I've got peasants that have freed up. I'm going to go back to slower speed, because a key part of this game is keeping everybody working. Let's try. Looks like I don't have decorations unlocked yet. I was going to put a couple lampposts because it is going to get dark. Come on, buildings. We've got a well. I'm going to put a well down over by these fields. And I don't know if that placement helps speed up the watering of these fields or not. Would make sense that it would, but I'm not sure. And then I've got 3 more peasants available. I'm going to set them to gather food. So off they go, doing their thing, and I can speed up the clock a little bit. And just let things get built. If we hover over these, we should see, yeah, 14 hours remaining for these fields to get built. So it takes some time. All right, starting to get dark. We can see the clock here over in the top left. I think they all turn in at 6, right? Let's see. No, they're still working, it looks like. I'm going to quickly assign more for wood. Okay, now night's falling. Okay, night is falling and we villagers head back home for dinner and to sleep. If you find it dark, simply build a few lampposts to light up the night. Okay, those were locked, so hopefully they unlocked them for us. Let's see if they did. Okay, it's night, so they're not going to let me really build anything. I can check on the status of things, I believe. Yeah, there's the wheat field. Still has 13 hours of construction time. 11 for that wheat field. We've got our chicken pen has 5 hours remaining. And then the workers are kind of coming in. I got this like spotlight from the sky here. We can see them coming in. Ulrich Kirchner is on his or her way home. Not sure Ulrich, what the gender is of that name. I just don't know. Agatha Schmidt, Hans and Heinrich, Bridget and Siebold. All right, it says it's night. The villagers are asleep. I'm going to speed up time through this first night. I think it's going to be pretty uneventful. And then I think they start working again right around 5 or 6 in the morning. Okay. I'm going to slow down time. Okay, we survived another night. 50 days until help arrives. And then they're just mentioning a steward could assign repair crews at dawn. So that's a separate building. We don't have it yet. And we didn't get attacked at night. Let's pause. Again, we want to keep everybody maximally allocated. And right now I've got several peasants that don't have a job. So let's click on this wheat field. It says Ready to harvest 34 wheat. I'm going to assign 3 people to that just by clicking this button. Boom. And then I don't see any other indicators, so these fields are still growing. Nothing to do there. And then there's like some construction projects. And I've got free peasants to assign, right? 9 of them. Let's get those assigned before we unpause. I'm going to put another peasant on the well. So now it should show 2 of 3 assigned. And then I might, let's see what else we could build. We don't have defenses yet. We'll unlock those soon, and we're going to need them. Can't build any more houses. No common buildings have been unlocked. We already did the well, and we don't have enough stone. So that might be a cue for us to get some more people gathering stone. I'm going to put, let's see, I'm going to put 6 on wood, and then I'm going to click the stone twice here, and we'll get 2 people doing stone. Everybody's assigned, so now I'm going to unpause. Should get some daylight coming in here real soon. And look at our food. Like I mentioned, they eat the food pretty quick. So we're down to 60. That's why we're kind of trying to get a lot of food production up, because we need to bank 200 before day 10. Or before the end of day 10, really. And we're on day 2 here. Take a look at these pens. Oh, there's 9 eggs here ready to be harvested. I'm going to go ahead and as soon as a peasant is freed up, we got one. Let's go collect those eggs. That one's still being built, it looks like. How about over here? Do we have any resource to collect? We've got 9 milk. I'm going to go ahead and assign a peasant to that. Boom. We've already got people assigned to harvest that field. How's things over here? That's our well. I want to see the field. Okay, that's still growing. The cabbage is growing. And our carrots are growing. Nothing to do there. Everybody's allocated. Okay, Agnes, good morning. It's a new day, more things to do, specifically harvesting and animal care. Fields take several days to grow. When they are done, you can harvest them. Just click on the field and a brown menu will pop up. There you can see the condition of the field, if it's ready to harvest, and more. You can also send peasants to harvest, either just one or the maximum that can work the field at once. All right. What good is sending multiple peasants? What about saving the game? I'm just going to say got it here so we can move forward. Okay, you can also slaughter animals. That will give you an instant boost of food, but it will reduce the production of eggs and milk for a few days. You can also access repair, demolish, and other options from this menu. They're talking about that little circle menu that came up. And for other buildings, they're respective actions. And for other buildings, I think they're just saying, and for other buildings, there are respective actions. For example, you should assign at least one person to the well. Keep our fields watered when it doesn't rain. Now go harvest, collect milk, and send people to gather, build more fields, and remember, we need 200 food by day 10. All right, so I'm going to say got it. And continue. But that tutorial, if you do, go through all of the options, it does give you helpful information on how to play the game. It's pretty intuitive, but again, that help is there if you need it. And we haven't looked over here at the left side of the screen. Let's do that. I've got some workers to assign. Let me pause. We'll assign these workers, and then we'll take a look here at what's going on the left side of the screen. What do we got going on here? Do we unlock defenses yet? No. We did unlock decorations, right? They mentioned these lanterns. Let's build a couple of these. We've got workers around. Let's do this. It's going to make it look a little nicer at night. I'm going to just put a couple lanterns through here. This is going to chew up some workers, but... Okay, that's it for the workers. I've got one more I can assign. Let's do it. We can put them on gathering fruits and mushrooms. This is not very productive, these assignments to gather resources. Later, like the farms and things will produce much faster. But if you've got extra workers, then it's still worthwhile to do it. We've got 100 food. We want to get to 200. Close that. And let's take a quick look over here at the left side of the screen. We can hide the UI if we want screenshots. Toggle the status icons. Okay, that's at the top of the screen. You can kind of see our wheat field. When I toggle it, it's just showing me that needs to be harvested. It didn't show us yet that that we had eggs to gather or milk to gather, so I'm not sure if that's an oversight. Peasants Overview, we click that. We can see all of our people, 34 of them. We can see what their health and their hunger is. I'm not sure what we can do to affect these things. Hunger, obviously, we just need to supply food. Health, I'm not sure what causes that to go down. And then we've got a few buttons here next to each person where we can see where they live, see where they're at, or look at their diary. And that's basically like a log of what they've been doing. Started collecting wood. Oh, was attacked by wild animals in the forest. So that's how Ulrich got injured here, and the health is low. Okay. Because they must have been out gathering wood or something. What else we got over here? Work summary. Shows how our peasants are allocated. 8 are planting wheat fields, probably 4 each, right? We got 2 new fields. 6 are out in the woods collecting wood. 4 working on lampposts. 4 building a goat pen. You can kind of see. Pretty cool. Recent events. Okay, it's just showing a log across the whole village. So construction of a chicken pen has been finished. Most recently. That's cool. We don't need to assign workers to these pens. Doesn't seem like. Which is cool. I like it. And then we got a manual. This is pretty awesome. So if you want to learn about the game, walk through here. There's a bunch of sub-menus here, basically explaining how everything works. Pretty darn useful and nice to see in an early game like this. Early access. I like it a lot. And then we got just the game options for sound and screen size, all that stuff. Let's unpause. Let's get things moving here. Okay, I've got a bunch of peasants all of a sudden that just freed up, so I'm gonna pause again. Let's see. I'm tempted to build some more fields, to tell you the truth. Let's try a cabbage field. How about I'm trying to pick a spot because I know we're gonna need to kind of start walling in our town. So I don't want to start building stuff real far away. If I can help it, I want to kind of keep it tucked in here. So let's try and snuggle a little new cabbage field here, and maybe even a carrot one too. Now, my first little playthrough, I didn't build as many fields, and I barely got the 200 food before the time. So I'm going to kind of do a little bit more field building this time. All right, I got 1 extra peasant. Let's get them working on wood. Oh, 1 peasant's too weak to work. You can see in the bottom of the screen in the middle. All right, unpause. Let's get back to normal speed. I probably do need to get another person in the well. So as soon as somebody's freed up. Okay, it looks like we've got someone freed up now. Let's assign another peasant there. Now we've got 3 on the well, just to make sure everything stays watered. Looks like these guys are still planting our wheat fields. Construction going on the goat pen here still. Okay. No eggs to collect yet on these. Got more peasants that have freed up. I'm going to put them on wood. And it looks like we gathered all the milk, so we're good there. And we've just got a lot of stuff being built. Here comes somebody from the forest. Gathering stone. In fact, let's get some more stone. Boom. Okay, I've got more workers freed up. I'm going to do another decoration. How about another light over this way, maybe? Okay, everybody's busy. Oops, I can go to normal speed at least. Looks like our fields are taking shape here. 2 hours remaining on the first one. And we're getting to, what is that, about 4 o'clock? Okay, we got workers freed up. I'm going to put these guys on wood as fast as I can. Collect wood. Food's at 109. All right, you can see we've got a water bucket here, so we probably need... We've got 3 people on the well. So hopefully that will... It's freshly planted, but it's in a drought. So hopefully that'll get watered soon. I've got workers already assigned. This well is still being constructed. I've got free workers. How about we put them on food? In the interest of time, I'll hurry up and click that. And we're getting close to nightfall here. Got more fields that need... Second field just got built. It needs to be watered. But these guys should be turning in. Until they do, maybe I'll say collect wood. I don't know if they're going to get any, but... All right. It is night. The villagers are asleep. There goes our little lanterns kicking on. I notice sometimes they don't turn on, so I'm not sure if that's a bug or not. We've got one lantern here. I think it's fully built. Maybe not. Yeah, it says in good condition, but it's not on. Oh, there it goes. Just got clicked on. All right, there's a little town. People are coming in, heading home from a long day's work. We're at 77 food. Can probably pick the time up to fast. You can see them all coming home. Now, I believe in this game, it's not a game where you build more houses and people just show up. So it's not really a game, as I understand it, about expanding your village to be huge. I think more people do come and you can build more homes and things, but that's not really the focus. Your focus is kind of on surviving and managing the resources that you've got and surviving the threats from the forest, which we're going to see here. If not tonight, then the next night, most likely. All right, I'll speed it up here, fastest. Okay, it's getting to be morning. They're going to pop out of bed and get to work here. We'll pause so we can assign everybody. You survived another night, 49 days till help arrives. All right, let's see what we've got. We've got our field needs to be watered. Nothing to harvest. Same thing, needs water. Needs water. Our fountain has 2 hours left to be built, and then we'll assign 3 people to it. The well, I mean, not really a fountain, I suppose. Yeah, all those fields are not ready. Our goats, I think every day we can come get milk. I'm just going to assign 1 peasant to that. Those need water. This one's got milk. Let's assign a peasant to that one. And maybe over here, do we have eggs? We do. How about 1 peasant to get those? More eggs here. 1 peasant to collect those. You can see our food's down at 43 now. Trying to get up to 200. But they do eat. Now what? Let's do... We've got a lot of workers. Our wood supply looks okay. We're going to need more when it comes time to defending the town. But I think... Okay, let's try this. I haven't even tried this yet. This is a central point to organize regular food gathering groups, and it's useful to automate daily food gathering. Let's try that. Let's try it and see. About... There's a spot right here I think I can wiggle into. Can I nestle it up there? Even better. Boom. Let's see what that's all about. I don't even know. What else we got that we could build? No houses, no defenses just yet. Workshops, we just built one of those, the depot. Animals and fields. Let's get more rabbits. These are small little pens. I'm going to put it over by this existing rabbit pen. It occurs to me I didn't click on this. Is there stuff for us to get? Yeah, 10 meat. Let's get a peasant working on that. In fact, I might build 2 of these. And now what do we have? About 7 more peasants or 6 more peasants we can assign. Let's 3 we're going to want to put on this well, I'm sure. Let's go into gathering and get... Look at wood has gone way down. Let's get 3 on wood. That leaves us with 3 left. I'm going to hold off. So we'll unpause it. I'm going to hold 3 peasants back because I really want to get them on this well once it's built. Under construction, 1 hour remaining. So that's going to be fairly quick. Okay, everybody's heading out to work. Recent events. Yeah, that's fine. Just shows us what they're collecting. And we're up to 82 food. But again, we're down from where we started. You remember, we started with like 100. Okay, let's get 3 peasants on that well. Hopefully they can get this stuff watered. So our wheat fields are growing. Good to see. Got another pen here. It's got 2 milk. We can assign a peasant, I guess, to get that. It says no milk to collect. Oh, there's 2 there. It must not be enough. I'm going to get people on wood. Okay, we got a new field that just completed. Okay, that well is fully staffed. How about more people on wood, if I can? Because I know we're going to need a lot of that. Okay, everybody's allocated. I still have 1 peasant that's too weak to work. Hopefully they will heal up. Okay, we're at 94 food. Let's pause and see what they're telling us now. Gerda, father. Conrad, child, what is it? I am busy. Gerda, there are kobolds in the forest. We saw them while playing. Conrad, the vivid fantasy of children. Run along, everything is fine. Sigrid. But Mr. Urkel's, Gerda speaks the truth. I saw them as well. Conrad, did you? What did they look like? Ugly and evil and nasty. Green, about our size. We did not see much because we ran away. Conrad, green, huh? Look, go inside. Don't cause any more trouble. We're all busy preparing for the harvest festival. Gerda, but... Conrad, inside. Now. Okay, some moments later. Agnes, do you have a moment? Sure, Conrad, what's the matter? My kids claim they saw kobolds in the forest. It's been a long time since we had trouble with them. Could it be that they have returned? Agnes, I'm not sure. We could equip some trappers to scout the forest and find out, or send men to investigate, or build some walls just to be sure. And then we got, tell me about trappers. What happens if we investigate? Tell me about the walls. And all understood, let's secure the village. Tell you what, let's wrap this episode here. We're just getting kind of to the exciting part, or another aspect of the game, which is the threat to our village. It's been kind of quiet and peaceful so far. But there's some stuff we're going to have to deal with. We'll go through these tutorial tips in the next episode. We'll explore and see what they tell us about these kobold characters here and what we can do to defend against them. Yeah, so we'll pick it up in the next episode. Again, hope you're enjoying this first look, this early series here on a game called Black Forest. Really cool. As I record this, as I mentioned, it's available to play for free on Steam. Again, I'm not sure how long that's going to last, but pretty cool. I will see you all in the next episode.